Imagine losing everything. Imagine having nowhere to sleep, no money, and a child looking up to you, expecting you to make things right. What would you do? Would you break under the weight of hopelessness, or would you fight with everything you have to change your future? This is the story of a man who refused to give up, a man who faced rejection, homelessness, and heartbreak but never lost faith. A man who went from struggling on the streets to becoming a self-made millionaire. This is the story of Chris Gardner. Chris Gardner's life wasn't easy. He grew up in poverty, faced abuse, and had no clear path to success. But he had a dream. He wanted to create a better life for himself and his son. He wanted to break free from the cycle of hardship. However, life had other plans. Chris invested his savings into medical equipment sales, hoping to build a future. But the business struggled, and money ran out fast. Bills piled up. His relationship fell apart, and soon, he found himself with nothing, no job, no home, and worst of all, a young son to take care of. Imagine the pain of not knowing where your next meal will come from. Imagine standing in long lines at shelters, hoping for a place to sleep, sometimes even spending nights in public restrooms just to have a roof over your head. That was Chris's reality. The world had given him every reason to quit, but he didn't. Even with everything against him, Chris refused to let his situation define him. He took a chance at life-changing opportunity by applying for a competitive internship at a prestigious stock brokerage firm. The internship was unpaid, no salary, no guarantee of a job, and yet he took it. Why? Because he believed in himself. Because he knew that if he gave it his all, he could turn his life around. During the day, he worked tirelessly, learning, studying, proving himself. At night, he struggled to find a place for him and his son to sleep. He ran between work, daycare, and shelters, doing whatever it took to survive. But through all of it, he kept pushing forward, refusing to let failure win. And then, after months of relentless effort, it happened. Out of all the interns, Chris Gardner was chosen. He got the job the moment he had fought so hard for, and from that moment on, his life changed forever. Chris went on to become a top stockbroker, then started his own multi-million-dollar company. His story inspired millions when it was turned into a movie, The Pursuit of Happyness, starring Will Smith. But beyond the fame, beyond the success, the real lesson in Chris Gardner's journey is this: never give up. Chris once said, "The cavalry ain't coming. You've got to do it yourself." And that's exactly what he did. He didn't wait for someone to save him, he saved himself. He proved that no matter how hard life gets, no matter how many times you fall, if you refuse to quit, if you keep believing, you will find a way. So, what's stopping you? What challenges are making you doubt yourself? Remember, success isn't about luck. It's about perseverance. It's about pushing through when things seem impossible. It's about believing in yourself when no one else does. If Chris Gardner could go from being homeless to becoming a millionaire, imagine what you can achieve if you refuse to give up. If this story inspired you, like this video, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Keep chasing your dreams, your breakthrough is coming.